This is a reading for Cheryl. Cheryl has asked for a general reading, but has an interest in real estate. So that's what we're going to look at today. I'm going to be using Tarot of a Moon Garden. It's a beautiful tarot deck, very colorful, very receptive. I really enjoy this deck. So let's get started. Okay. Cheryl, the card that represents you is the Ten of Staffs. The card that is your current concern is the Ten of Pentacles. Your past foundation card is a reversed Four of Staffs. Recent past is the Page of Cups. Currently in your life is the reversed Six of Swords. Your near future card is the Seven of Swords. I see some conflict here. Card that represents you and how you feel about yourself and your life and your interactions is the Hierophant. This is the card that represents your family, your friends, your associates, what they think of you and how they interact with you. Ace of Swords. This is your goal card. This is the Knight of Pentacles. And your outcome card. This is the Nine of Staffs. And this is the card that tells us what would happen if you remain on the same path that you're on right now. Okay, let's take a look and see what we've got going on here. The Ten of Staffs, which represents you, that's a card that means you have difficulties in some plans that you've been making. Things can only improve, but at this time, you're a little bit concerned about making these plans finalized. Something you've had on your mind for quite a long time. You've been in a position, actually a profession, that has taken up most of your life. Very interesting that you are a giver. Almost, I feel like a teacher. So what you have and what you've shared, your talent, you've passed on to many. You've also used it in an entertaining way. Your profession is a lot of who you are. Some people are not what their work is, but you are. This resonates with your heart. A very long time, all of your life. And it brings a warmth into other people's lives where you have touched them. Feels like music. Not singing, but instrumental of some sort. And it's a gift that you have, that you share, that you use, that is your lifelong passion. Your current card, the Ten of Pentacles, which is your concern right now. Pentacles usually has to do with monetary things. And the 10 card in this case is like prosperity of family matters, wills, that sort of thing. In your case, I don't think that it has to do with anybody passing. I mean, it could have been somebody who's already passed and you're tying up loose ends, but really what I think it is what has passed, you're at that point now where you're planning what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want to be. And any difficulty in this is just basically the unknown. You've been where you're at for quite a long time. It's kind of your base, family, friends, associates, that sort of thing. But you're at that point in life where you're ready to make a move. That feels like retirement, really. Like it's time for you to take a break, not do the work anymore except when you feel like it, and find a place where you can just settle in and be carefree. Something that it's a goal for you, something that's been going on for a very long time in your mind, and you're ready, that sort of thing. So it's not like a major obstacle of any kind. It's just planning right now and refining that plan, making decisions, coming to grasp with what that means in your life, retiring and pursuing happiness beyond the work life. That's what I see in this card. Your past foundation, which is the Four of Staffs reversed, that is like luck from knowledge, pre-planning, that sort of thing. It feels like even as a child that you foresaw what you wanted to do, that you were a career-minded child, basically, very serious in what it was you wanted and what you wanted to accomplish when you sat down to do something as a youngster. Unlike many kids, you really put your heart into it and made it a goal and accomplished it, and were very good at it. It's a creative kind of thing. And for you, it was very satisfying, and for your family, they encouraged you. So I have a good feeling about your family and your youth in your life. I feel like there were siblings, maybe a bit younger than you, but all beautiful children, and all happy, a kind of a happy cohesion in the family. Ups and downs, of course, siblings, parents, disagreements, that sort of thing, trials that most family have, but nothing serious, and all built a passion for you to be successful as you grew. So I see having gone to university and pursued your interests and took it from there and actually did what you wanted to do very successfully. Your recent past, which is the Page of Cups, that's typically a card of love and feelings, and it's like a beginning of a friendship, maybe even love or an agreement between two people, that sort of thing. I don't know that it's a lasting relationship. It's something that you might feel hopeful about. As a friendship, it will go quite deep and remain with you. If you had any problems at all initially, those are no longer existing. But this is a beginning of an association with someone that you care for deeply, and who in response cares for you too. But I don't see a commitment. So more likely it's a friendship, relationship, something that could develop, but is not like set in stone at this time. Your current card for your life as it is right now is a reversed Six of Swords. That is a conflict card, and the Six of Swords means journeys, preparing to begin anew and leaving your problems behind. I think that does associate with what this card that concerns you says, and that is that you're planning, or you're even at the stages where you're seriously thinking of making this big move. And being reversed, it just says basically that it's, you know, a big, big project for you that you haven't gone too far on, other than your thoughts and gathering uh, whatever it is together that you need for the plan. You know, finding a place, determining if that's what you really want, asking people what they think for suggestions, that sort of thing. So this is just where your mind is at right now, looking to the future, looking to like a retirement, as soon as you can put it together. Your near future, which is the Seven of Swords, that again is a conflict card. Seven of Swords represents if there's something there that isn't yours, or that you have some kind of a dispute over, don't push it. This could be a family thing, it could be a relationship with one of your siblings, or a close associate. It's one of those kind of cards where if it's not yours, don't take it. You know, if you've thought about it and you feel you deserve it, hey, you know, that's great. Maybe it could be something where somebody owes you something, but maybe there's a little bit of conflict of interest there, and you want to follow through on it, but it might not be the best choice for you to make. If it means changing a relationship or a friendship, or causing any kind of problems in your current life with the planning that you want to do, I think I would just call it good. You know, whatever it was, it's not worth the hassle. It doesn't seem like it's a big issue, just something on the back burners. And I think you could probably just drop it and move on from whatever that is. Because it looks to me like if you pursue this in the future, you may not come out as you'd prefer. It would be something that would be kind of a waste of your time, is what I'm saying. I can't see exactly what it is. It's just a disagreement, and possibly something owed, or something that you and somebody else feel you both are right and have some kind of ownership in it. Try and resolve it equitably is what I would say, more than anything. Okay, the card that represents you and how you feel about yourself, and your life and everything, is the Hierophant card. That is a major arcana card, and the Hierophant just says that you have been conservative in your approach, not an aggressive kind of person, except in your passion. You have a kind of wisdom about you, a relaxed creativity. In other words, you're very self-assured in what you do, and also if you're sharing it, or teaching somebody something, or passing on your wisdom, your abilities, you're firm in that, but you're also very kind-hearted, and you know how to gentle somebody through an issue. If somebody's learning something and it's not going the way you want them to, you know how to be assertive, but at the same time, you teach them the appreciation of what they're doing, and try to pass on your passion for whatever this is. So you feel good about things that you do, about the life that you live, the people that you know and love, your family. It's been a long road for you, and a lot of satisfaction along the way. A few bumps, a couple of pretty big bumps, but for the most part, your life has been basically charmed for you and the choices that you've made. So the card about how you feel about yourself is positive. There have been times when you beat yourself in the past, but that's gone. And so right now you're at a satisfactory point in your life and you're ready to say, hey, I've done everything I wanted to do. Now I want a place where I can find my happiness, my peace and tranquility, and possibly share that with somebody else. Although I don't see that on the top of your list. The Ace of Swords, which is how people your associates, your friends, your family feel about you. The Ace of Swords represents triumph, kind of a willingness to go through and determination, and they see you as a strong personality, somebody who's a go-getter, generous, not to a fault, but reasonably generous, helpful, and they love you for that, for those things about your personality. You interact really well with them. You have good friends, lots of friends, close family, not close where you are. Someone is quite a distance. I see, I don't know, the name that pops up is Michael. I guess it's Michael. Another name I see who's maybe closer to you is Brenda, I think, and Edith, Edie. These are people who love you and care for you. You're very close to. Also, something that just come to mind, having to do with friends and associates. I feel like you have a twin spirit. I'm not saying a twin, but there's someone there who is a twin to you in spirit. Maybe they're not here, but that's just the feeling that I get. So it might not be somebody who's identical to you or somebody who's really close to you. It's a twin spirit of some sort. It might be somebody that you feel that way about, and they feel that way about you too. Your friends are close, love you. Your family loves you. I don't know if they're. Let's see. I don't see kids for some reason. If you have children, they're probably living their life in distance, because I don't see anything that's like a super, super close relationship. Your goal card, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and that's kind of an obvious goal card. The Knight of Pentacles is like a patient person, somebody who's reliable, somebody who has a need for being connected with the world, with the earth, with health and vitality. And for you, that's your goal. So this thing about kind of a retirement that I feel having to do with that real estate. You said you were interested in a real estate for investment, and I don't see it that way. I see this as part of your retirement plans, as someplace you want to look for, maybe like a new home for you. If it is for an investment, it's also keeping in mind that this may be someplace that you want to be in the near future. And Lake Arrowhead, that's what comes to mind for me. I feel like there's a home there that's just lovely, like a 4-bedroom, 4-bath type home, pretty good sized, waterfront kind of property, an older home, maybe 30 years, something like that, but beautiful interior, a lot of wood, a lot of brightness too. So, oh, and this home feels like it has a mother-in-law type quarters in it. For some reason, I'm not sure if that would be something you'd be interested in. Maybe it would be something for a studio, or something where you could do your creative arts that's attached to the home but still separate, so that you can make your home, and then when you want to do your thing, you have a place that's specifically set up for that. The name Sue Ellen comes to mind. Sue Ellen, that might be a real estate person, I'm not sure. Maybe it's a neighbor or somebody who previously owned the home, but Lake Arrowhead seems like just a really perfect solution for your investment, for your retirement, really. That's what I see in your goal card. That's kind of a choice you'd have to make. Nothing else came to my mind that was kind of like what would be really perfect for you. The Nine of Staffs, which is your outcome card. And on your outcome card, that's kind of like taking this whole path that you've been running down, and as you're moving on it now, through the things you've been, through the things that you plan and the family and everything, this is the card that tells, if you continue as you're doing right now, where you're going to be. And the Nine of Staffs is a card of, well, destiny, I guess. If you want to really look at it that way. You're pausing in where the direction you've been and preparing to move on. And so that kind of ties in with what we talked about here about your current concern, what's in your heart, where you're at right now with that, and the direction you've been taking, and the thoughts in your heart, and possibly the investment that you're thinking of. That ties into it and says that you're following your path correctly. And if you continue to go down that road and you do an active search, maybe in the Lake Arrowhead area, and see this place that comes to mind, that might be your next step. That might be the accomplishment of your goals. So I hope all this is good news for you. I don't think it's anything outside of what you've already thought about and the direction that you're going. I didn't see anything in I believe it was Arizona, other than maybe you, as far as a real estate investment. I saw the California place right away. You feel like a California girl, really. So I hope this is helpful to you. And I thank you very much, Cheryl, for your time.